As far as Islam is concerned, Islam does not merely believe in monotheism. Islam believes in Tawheed. Tawheed means unification. It means asserting oneness. It comes from the root word wahada, means to unite, to unify. It means to consolidate. Islam does not merely believe in believing in one God. It believes in Tawheed. And there are three categories of Tawheed. Tawheed al-Rububiyyah, Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat, and Tawheed al-Ibadah. In the first category of Tawheed al-Rububiyyah, it means maintaining the unity of Rabb, unity of Lordship. Tawheed al-Rububiyyah is derived from the Arabic word Rabb, meaning Lord, sustainer, cherisher, meaning that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator, the cherisher, the sustainer of everything in the universe. Everything is dependent on Him and He is independent of anything and everything. Maintaining the unity of Lordship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's called as Tawheed al-Rububiyyah. The second category is Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat. Maintaining the unity of the names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is further divided into 5 subcategories. Number 1 is, whatever name you give to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it should be the name that He Himself has given Him. You cannot give your own name to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You cannot say that Allah is Al-Ghadib, the angry one. The Quran does say He gets angry, but that's not one of the names Allah has given Himself or the messenger has given to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number 2, when you describe the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you describe it according to how Allah has described Himself or the messenger has described Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can't give your own description. And whatever the meaning is, you have to take it. You can't give your own description, allegorical meanings to the description of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The third is, you cannot give the qualities of the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to Allah Himself. You can't say that Allah forgets, knows billah. That is the quality of His creation. You cannot say Allah makes a mistake. Like some of the scriptures say that God made a mistake, knows billah. These are the qualities of His creation. Number 4, you cannot give the attributes and qualities of Allah to any of His creation. You can't say, I know a person who's immortal, who's eternal. These are the qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the 5th category is that you cannot give the name of Allah to any of His creation. If you have to give, you have to add abd to it. For example, you cannot say that He's Ar-Rahim. You can say Abdur Rahim, the servant of the most merciful. And you cannot add anything to Abd except Allah. Anything else besides Allah, you can't say Abdur Rasul. He is the servant of Rasul. This is not permitted. It breaks the second category of Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat. And the third category is Tawheed al-Ibadah, maintaining the unity of worship. Ibadah comes from the Arabic root word abd, which means to serve, meaning a slave, meaning a servant, in servitude. We have to maintain the unity of worshipping Allah alone and no one else. Tawheed al-Ibadah means maintaining the unity of worshipping Allah alone and no one else. If you follow the first 2 categories, that Tawheed al-Rububiyyah, saying Allah, He is a Rabb, He is the sustainer, creator, also agreeing with Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat, giving Him good names and attributes, creator, etc. But if you worship somebody else besides Allah, then too you're breaking Tawheed. And there are several such examples in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, in Surah Yunus, chapter number 10, verse number 31, refers to the pagans of Makkah, refers to the mushriks. And He says that when you ask them that who is the one who sustains the things in the heavens and the earth, who has the power to hear and see, who has the power to give life to the dead and death to the life, who has power to regulate all the affairs, they will say Allah. Then why don't you show piety to Him? That means Allah is referring to these pagan Arabs in Makkah. He is agreeing that they believe in Allah, they called Him Allah, they gave Him good attributes, good names. Tawheed al-Rububiyyah was there, Tawheed al-Asma wa Sifat was there, but they worshipped things other than Allah. And the similar example is given in Surah Zukhruf, chapter number 43, verse number 87, that when you ask these mushriks that who is the one who gave life to you, they will say Allah. Then why do you join partners with him? So here we realize that only following the first two categories is not sufficient. Following all three categories of Tawheed simultaneously is important. If you break any one of the categories of Tawheed, it's called as shirk.